Jimmy Richard fans. Jimmy Richard sits in 10th at the moment, but we had a bit of a chat about him this morning. You said really don't take anything away from Jimmy where he sits in this category at this stage, because his car is nowhere near as competitive as the others.
Yeah, basically he is running in the championship class, but he's in a challenge car. He's in his old Carrera Cup car. Carrera Cup car has probably 100 horsepower less than the cars that you see right at the front of the field, like Max Twig's driving. The Dodge Viper there.
It's nervous in the rear, doesn't it?
That's one of the Conduras brothers off there.
Car 47.
That's Theo from pole position to end up in a gravel trap. That is absolutely soul destroying. Very hard to get the cars out of the gravel traps here. They're so deep because obviously the speeds of the F1 cars, they make the gravel traps so big you can't drive through them. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see another safety car get thrown here. But just fantastic to see so many just great GT sports cars circulating around Albert Park.
We're on lap 4 of 8, and Kondoris goes off from pole position into the gravel trap. There it is again.
Very slow spin. He actually missed the apex of the corner and just lost the rear a little.
An incident in car 77. Timothy Poulton in the Lotus comes together with car 39 in the Porsche Tressida. And Craig, there's a replay there.
Yeah, Tressida just got squeezed slightly over to the grass there and braked and lost the rear end on the grass. But rule number 1, when you're spinning, always put your foot on the brake, and it would have saved him a couple of grand from hitting the wall. But yeah, it's a shame to see another car out. Lights out on the safety car.
In any race car, it's expensive, but especially in the GT category.
Bringing some temperature back up into the tyres. Porsches.
This was car 31 a little earlier. Tim Mackey in the Lotus. And do you think he's had a bit of a shunt under the safety car?
I'm not exactly sure, but we've been running under safety car for a reasonable time. So to see that car with some smoke coming out the back of the car, I'm sure he's hit something for sure. The bonnet's up and he's taken a bit of damage. So hard to say exactly what's happened there, but I would hope he hasn't crashed under a safety car. It may be a fine.
Well, we've had a couple of safety cars, so this may be short, and we will wait and hear from the officials. But as we went to the break, I mentioned that John Bowe was on the move, and he had set the fastest lap of the race up till then. So keep an eye on John Bowe and that bright yellow Ascari as this race gets underway now. It's going to be 7 laps.
Max Twig gets a nice jump, nice clean start. Caught James Konduris napping a little bit.
Ascari's got good speed in it. Bowie already in the draft there. He's looking to dive down the inside. John Bowe getting squeezed a little.
John Bowe is looking very, very racy. He would have been quite happy with the safety car because he had a little bit of a gap to catch Wall. So he was happy. It'll give him a little bit of a chance just to have another feel of that car, make some adjustments. Because don't forget, these cars are all driver adjustable inside, roll bars, etc. So Johnny Bowe, he's just tuning that car in.
He made a good jump there on the restart there as well. His mirrors were clean. He got away a little from Tony Quinn there in the background of him in the Aston Martin. Hackett sits there in 3rd in the Lamborghini.
Peter Hackett's done a solid job here, taking the Lamborghini up to 3rd place ahead of championship leader David Wall. Back to Johnny Bowe. Quinny back in his Aston Martin. And Dean Grant, he actually sold his Lamborghini and has leased from Tony Quinn one of the Mosler 900s, and good to see him right up in there. This might even be the last lap. They're talking about shortening the race by 1 lap.
So Twig, Kondoris in the Porsche, Hackett in the Lamborghini.
Nice to see Mark Eddy up there in the new Audi. What a fantastic looking car. Raced against that at Nürburgring, and extremely fast car, and probably one of the nicest sounding GT cars you'll ever hear.
Twig looks comfortable here, doesn't he? He's holding his own. He's not making any mistakes, and both those Porsches have pulled away from Hackett. Oh, Hackett sideways off the end of the curb.
The nice part about Max Twig is he's still fairly new to GT racing, but he's building confidence season by season. I think this is about his 3rd season of racing, and boy, is he starting to win some races.
David Wall really got the pressure on.
There's the checkered
There's
flag.
the checkered flag.
Max Twigg, another win. He'll be ecstatic about that. Kondouris in second. Peter Hackett third. Very, very close to call. I think John Bowe may have got the position off David Wall for fourth.
It's interesting because Wall was all over Hackett there, so he must have got held up as he tried to get the drive onto the front straightaway. We'll wait for the official results. Here's something that happened at the closing stages there. Big dive up the inside. A battle there between the two Lotuses.
And off the timing monitor, it doesn't look like Johnny Bowe did gain that position. Gee, there's a fast corner, turn 11, to be entering 3 wide, and on the outside, and the little Lotus gets tapped in the rear. Porsche, Lamborghini, Porsche.
You still surprised about the Porsche there? We see it there.
Max Twigg wins the race from James Kondouris, Peter Hackett in third, David Wall, the current championship leader, in fourth, Johnny Bowe. Good result. Don't forget, he hasn't driven that car, so watch out for him for the rest of the weekend. Tony Quinn in sixth place, back in his Aston Martin. Dean Grant, first run in the Mosler. He said there's been a few people have accidents in them, so he's very happy to get through that race unscathed. Mark Eddy in the beautiful Audi. Jimmy Richards in his Cup car, back into the top 10, and Peter Hill rounds out the top 10 in his new Lamborghini.